Hello, I'm Amari Jones and welcome to Caffeine TV, your daily video news brief, here to take you through 3 headline numbers in just 3 minutes, giving you a different take on everything from housing policy to the Real Housewives. The first number up today is 2. That's the number of New York City police officers who were shot execution style while sitting in their patrol car by 28-year-old Ishmael Brinsley. Brinsley's murderous spree began earlier in the day, hundreds of miles away, when he broke into the apartment of his ex-girlfriend Shamika Johnson in Baltimore, shot her in the chest with a 9mm gun that's untraceable. She's in the hospital fighting for her life. He then boarded a Bolt bus to New York City, and during the trip up, he posted all these anti-police messages and then arrived in the city, shot those police officers, and then shot himself to death in what can only be described as a natural-born killer event of a deranged gunman. But sadly, those who in the past have supported police brutality and police violence, like New York City's former broken windows mayor Rudy Giuliani, are blaming these deaths on everyone from President Obama to the Attorney General to protesters on the street who are trying to curb police misconduct. And sadly, he's been joined by the head of New York City's police union, who's blamed these deaths as well on New York's current mayor, Bill de Blasio, saying that the mayor has blood on his hands, and police actually turned their backs on the mayor when he arrived at a press conference to announce these tragic deaths. But the unfortunate thing is that the facts actually don't support these allegations and claims. What we know so far is that rather than an act of political violence, this was just the act of a person who was in Charles Manson crazy-like territory, and that's why organizations like Black Lives Matter and Justice League NYC have vowed to continue the protests, and from everything that we know right now, they should. The next number up today is 48 as in 48 hours. That's how long the anonymous hacking group has given the Grammy-nominated artist Iggy Azalea to apologize to the hip-hop rapper Azalea Banks for remarks that Iggy made about Banks. Otherwise, the anonymous group will release the details of a porn tape that Iggy Azalea supposedly made. Now, this war between the two Azaleas has gone on for quite some time, and we posted some of the details of it on our Facebook page, but this latest battle was kicked off last Thursday when Azalea Banks said that Iggy Azalea really doesn't care about black people, only black culture, because she can sell it, because she hasn't said anything about the deaths of Michael Brown or Eric Garner. And Iggy Azalea fired back and said that the real reason that Banks is upset is that because she's a poisonous bully with a piss-poor attitude that no one in the industry wants to work with. Now, this virtual gunfight between these two hip-hop artists aside, what this anonymous hack threat shows us, along with the interview hack reality, along with the other data breaches that we've spoken about here all year long, is the fact that nothing that we do online is really private, which means that we actually may want to use this period between New Year's and Christmas to take down everything from the cloud that we don't want in the Inquirer. The last number up today is 111, as in January 11. That's when TLC will premiere its new reality show, My Husband's Not Gay, following the lives of gay Mormon men who, quote, happily married, close quote, women, according to the church and the channel, and the life of a gay Mormon bachelor who's trying to do the same. Yep, as Laura Beck points out in Cosmopolitan, TLC stands for The Learning Channel. Well, it'll clearly be instructive. But you might remember that the Mormon Church and its nonprofit affiliates are some of the most anti-gay organizations in America. They spent millions to defeat gay marriage laws across the country. But I guess in that church, as long as you're married, you can do whatever you want, even as you violate the sanctity of the thing that you're supposed to uphold. But I have to say that when this premieres in January, I'll be watching, because this is something that I gotta see for myself.